It's game on. Because now you can watch a sampling of the best in sports from
Good afternoon. We're going to go ahead and get started if folks can find their seats. Wow, you got quiet fast. My name is Gretchen Deemer. I am the Senior Associate Dean of Education, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the Lewis Katz School of Medicine Awards Day for the class of 2025. Today, it's really been a great honor to participate in acknowledging the exceptional work of our graduating students. You should have all gotten your program agendas, and if not, please raise your hand and we'll get one to you. As you can see, the agenda provides you with an outline of today's event, which will include recognition of the students who have been inducted into the Alpha, Omega, Alpha, and Gold Humanism Honor Societies, our faculty awards voted upon by our students and presented by Heather Klaus, our Senior Associate Dean for Faculty Affairs, as well as our 2025 class presidents, Nikki Karimi Mustafi and Taj Singh, and the student awards presented by our faculty and representatives of our dean's offices. At the conclusion of our ceremony, you'll be able to pick up a program booklet that will have the award names, the descriptions, and the and the recipients. Staffs will be handing them out, and they'll be available out in the Commons after the event. So, to get our afternoon started, I would like to introduce Dr. Amy J. Goldberg, the Marjorie Katz Dean of the Lewis Katz School of Medicine.
Amy J. I think for my mother, I'll just say Amy Joy. She was so happy with that name. So that's for you, Mom. All right. Thank you, Dr. Deemer. It's great to have you. Dr. Deemer joined us as our Senior Associate Dean of Education on March 3rd, and we're so happy to have you. So again, welcome. So good afternoon, everybody. What a day. Tomorrow is an even better day. How exciting. So it's my pleasure to welcome all of you to Awards Day. Tomorrow morning, we will celebrate the considerable accomplishments of all the members of the class of 2025 at commencement. While we are proud of all of our graduates and all of our faculty, some of you, however, merit special recognition. We're delighted to see many of our students' family and friends here, so thank you so much for coming a day early and joining in the celebration. Totally a special welcome to all of you, and we share in all of your pride. So thank you again. Can't wait for this today and really looking forward to tomorrow. So thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Cecile Andolino. I'm a pediatric nephrologist by training, and I am the Associate Dean for the Office of Student Support at the St. Luke's campus. The following members of the class of 2025 have been elected to Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society, which recognizes students with strong academics, leadership, and service. I ask that the students rise when their names are announced and remain standing until we've completed the roster. Please hold your applause until all of the names have been announced. Thank you and congratulations. Are we ready? All right, Amr Amanullah, Lauren Bendeski, Amanda Bingaman, Meredith Brown, Carolina Caban Rivera, Sierra Camburn, Megan Cicchini, Jesse Chung, Madeline Klass, Jenna Colazzo, Bailey Deschler, Mariana Duenas Lopez, Isabel Friedenberg, Matthew Hamby, Samuel Handy, Catherine Hanna, Dasam Jung, Nikki Karimi Mustofi, Nicole Knudsen, Ariel Krakow, Carlos Martinez, Jennifer Marks, Robert Murphy, Priya Nigam, Catherine Peak, Benjamin Patika, Elizabeth Profizich, Tomas Prudencio, Andrea Corte, Matthew Record, Paulina Rugart, Alexander Sandberg, Jacob Siegel, Taj Singh, Michaela Spisak, Abigail Sprague, Jessica Steinler, Edgar Theo Ruiz, Jonathan Toib, Shannon Trombley, Christina Trubicas, Tia Walker, Alex Wu, and Susan Yu. Congratulations.
Hello, I'm Dion Cash, a pediatrician and the Associate Dean for Student Support on the North Philadelphia campus. It's my pleasure to announce the names of the class of 2025 members who have been inducted into the Gold Humanism Honor Society for demonstrating outstanding compassion in patient care and commitment to social justice. As with AOA, please hold your applause until all are introduced. Students, please rise when your name is announced and remain standing until the roster is completed. Michael Benhannon, Zachary Didays, Carolina Caban Rivera, Sarah Camber, Morgan Choma, Catherine Colella, Jenna Colazzo, Mariana Duenas Lopez, Amira Evans, Erin Fitch, Madeline Good, Nikki Karimi Mostaufi, Daniel Kodas, Demario Malone, Taylor Manthe, Jennifer Marks, Ego Ofebu, Brittany Opokwu, Bumi Oyanisi, Ben Patika, Monisa Panapali, Tomas Prudencio, Hillary Ramirez, Elon Schwell, Stephen Segura, Nandini Sharma, Taj Singh, Jose Soto, Itzhak Tobin, Jonathan Toy, Angela Udongwo, Tia Walker, Naya Williams, and Alexis Wright Spadero. Our congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Heather Klaus, Senior Associate Dean of Faculty Affairs, and it is my privilege to honor several faculty members who've had a significant impact on the class of 2025 as teachers, role models, advisors, and mentors. I will announce the award and then describe it, and then announce the recipient. Honorees, please come up when you hear your name for a photo. Dr. Goldberg will present you with the certificate. First, the Russell and Pearl Moses Memorial Endowed Medical Award. This award is given for excellence in clinical teaching at Temple University Hospital. The recipient is Dr. Vikrant Indaru. Dr. Indaru is an assistant professor of clinical medicine in the section of hospitalist medicine, and we are so lucky to have him serving LKSOM as an academic coach as well as a beloved clinical educator. He has had a huge impact on many of our students with his excellent teaching of inpatient internal medicine and his outstanding coaching skills. He is knowledgeable, kind, and a wonderful resource for LKSOM. Congratulations on this award, Dr. Indaru. Next is the Blockley-Usler Award for excellence in clinical teaching at St. Luke's University Health Network. This year's recipient is Dr. Shadden Eldekar-Hein. As an LKSOM alumni herself from the class of 2007 and an alumni of the internal medicine residency at Temple University Hospital in 2010, Dr. Eldekar-Hein serves as Senior Associate Dean for the St. Luke's Regional Campus of LKSOM and is a hospitalist medicine physician. She's been a highly valued member of our teaching faculty and our dean staff, and joining St. Luke's in 2020 from the University of Vermont. We are so happy to recognize her with this prestigious award, recognizing her tremendous skills in clinical education. Congratulations, Dr. Eldekar-Hein. Next is the Dr. Henry P. and M. Page Laughlin Award for Excellence in Clinical Teaching at an LKSOM clinical affiliate site. The recipient this year is Dr. Thayer Abed. Dr. Abed is a professor of clinical pediatrics at LKSOM who has a deep interest in medical education. He serves as a pediatric hospitalist medicine physician at St. Christopher's Hospital for Children. He joined Temple's faculty in 2011 as an associate professor and was professor in 2018. We're lucky to have him and appreciate his long-standing tenure at LKSOM and commitment to our medical students. Congratulations, Dr. Abed. Next up are the Golden Apple Awards, who will be announced by the class of 2025 class presidents.
All right, good afternoon and welcome everyone. So Nikki and I are going to be announcing the Golden Apple Awards, which recognize faculty whose knowledge and enthusiasm really ignites a passion for learning and a fun for learning in the student body here. So I'm going to present two of the awards, and my colleague Nikki is going to present the others. So the first one is Dr. James Anasti. So he's a really special guy. He can't be here with us today, but you guys will hear a lot about him at the graduation tomorrow as well. He's pretty much received every award that has opened for our campus. He's a master of many things, delivering babies, rebuilding engines, restoring vintage stereos, and most importantly for all of us, I think making reproductive endocrinology make sense at 8 a.m. So he's had a really interesting journey to medicine. He grew up playing football, had a near-death experience with a ruptured appendix, which is what kind of brought him to the love for OBGYN and being in the OR. From that point on, he's pretty much done it all. He's done amazing research at the NIH, served rural communities, worked in Baltimore, and has mentored many generations of trainees. His teaching style is really refreshing. He's just a good human. He kind of has equal parts of the rigorous science teaching and just equal parts of being your friend. Many students describe him as feeling seen, supported, inspired by him. And his secret, I think, is just a genuine love for what he does. So on the behalf of the class of 2025, thank you, Dr. Anasti, for showing us that passion is contagious. Medical school can be fun. Curiosity is a superpower. And we all, I think, strive to be like him. So congrats. And then the next one is Dr. Jared Hassler. So Dr. Hassler, give it up for him. So Dr. Hassler is an associate professor for pathology and laboratory medicine at Temple University Hospital. I definitely remember, similar to Dr. Anasti, his lectures actually making sense, which was really helpful for pathology. So his clinical interests include renal pathology, IgA nephropathy, solid organ transplantation, and more importantly, he served as an amazing educator and mentor to all of us. When asked about him, some students have said Dr. Hassler listens patiently and when it's right, offers wise and encouraging words. Another student said, he's a wonderful teacher who puts me at ease so I can think and makes pathology so much more interesting. I almost considered it for my specialty. So this is a well-deserved honor, and we're thrilled to present you the third Golden Apple Award.
All right, so our next award recipient is Dr. Kathleen Keefe. Dr. Keefe is an assistant Dr. Keefe is an assistant professor in the Department of Biomedical Engineering and Data Sciences and the director for the Endocrine and Reproductive course. She also serves as the faculty advisor for our school's a cappella group, Tachycordia. Her evaluations consistently illustrate a committed teacher who encourages, supports, and when necessary, nudges students to do well. Her even demeanor and easygoing nature helps students to feel comfortable asking any kind of question. It was very clear from this year's vote that Dr. Keefe is very well regarded, respected, and deserving of the Golden Apple Award. Congratulations, Dr. Keefe. Our next award recipient is Dr. Gerald Sterling. Loved by students, Dr. Sterling is a pharmacologist who teaches throughout the curriculum. He is a true LKS1 treasure. According to students, his knowledge, passion, and enthusiasm for teaching and helping us understand all things pharmacology are unmatched. His love for our school was evident in his leadership for our successful LCME reaccreditation, and his wisdom is appreciated by students, faculty, and administration. Known as our resident Mr. Rogers, his That's a good one, yeah. His generosity, good nature, and hard work serve as important guideposts as we navigate both our collective and individual journeys. I'm delighted to present this Golden Apple Award to you, Dr. Sterling. Thank you for all that you do. All right, and last but not least, we have Dr. Abiona Berkeley. Dr. Berkeley is Senior Associate Dean for the Office of Health, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion, and Professor of Clinical Anesthesiology. She is also the Class of 2025 Skull Yearbook Dedicatee, and you'll be able to hear her words of wisdom tomorrow at our graduation ceremony. She's been a fierce advocate for students, ensuring opportunities, offering encouragement, and giving us a good kick when needed. It is evident that she loves working with us. According to her, it keeps her young, while she continually reminds us that true growth happens when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable. As she says, it is beautiful to work with students in the operating room, helping us to navigate what initially seems mysterious and overwhelming. We are so pleased to present this Golden Apple Award to you, Dr. Berkeley.
Thank you, Nikki and Taj, and congratulations to the Golden Apple Award winners. During a university-wide recognition of faculty in March, 3 awards were presented to medical school faculty, and we would like to recognize those faculty on their home turf today. The certificates for these awards have been distributed, but if the recipients would come to the front for a photo with Dr. Goldberg, Dr. Deemer, and myself, that would be wonderful. The first award is the Christian R. and Mary F. Lindback Foundation Award, presented by the university to faculty members for distinguished teaching and outstanding service in stimulating and guiding the intellectual development of students. This award was given to only 6 faculty across all of Temple University, and our hometown recipient is Dr. Nicole Griffin. Joined our faculty in 2011 and is now a professor of biomedical education and data science. In addition to her outstanding teaching and mentorship at LKSOM, Dr. Griffin has made profound contributions to the schools of podiatric medicine and to dentistry, where she served as course director roles and a trusted member of many academic committees. She's impacted thousands of students, most notably here in our gross anatomy program, I will say, which I think is where some of the cheers are coming from, for her leadership. Congratulations on this very well-deserved evaluation. Next, the Great Teacher Award. This award recognizes the interconnections between scholarship and teaching excellence, honoring a Temple University faculty member who has demonstrated outstanding commitment to student education, really across a career. This award was given to only 2 faculty across all of Temple University this year, and our hometown winner is Dr. Stephen Popovich. Professor and chair of the Department of Biomedical Education and Data Science, and over his remarkable 35-year tenure at Temple, he shaped the academic journeys of countless of students across the School of Medicine, Dentistry, and Podiatric Medicine. He inspires future physicians and scientists, and his mentorship spans generations. He's a guiding force for us at CATS, curricular reform, and the creation of our biomedical education department, as well as innovative assessment tools. Congratulations on this really premier recognition by our university, Dr. Popovich. The final award is the Paul W. Eberman Faculty Research Award. This award recognizes a single research study or a body of research work on a given topic that is considered to be a major contribution to the field. And the one recipient from all of Temple University belongs to Lewis Katz School of Medicine, and that's Dr. Grace Ma. Attending a different graduation, but I'm going to read about her anyway. She's professor and chair of the Department of Urban Health and Population Science, an exceptional scholar, a trailblazing leader in health disparities and research. Her scholarly accomplishments are extraordinary. Over 227 peer-reviewed articles, continuous NIH funding for 30 years, basically $140 million of research support for Temple University. It's serious. And Dr. Ma was unable to attend, but I would like us to give her a round of applause for all of her.
Okay. It's impressive so far. More is yet to come. So congratulations to our faculty honorees. Now, with great pride and admiration, we present honors to our students. Each award will be individually presented by a different faculty member in the order listed in your printed program. And if you don't have a program, raise your hand and we can make sure you get one. Faculty presenters will introduce themselves, state the name of the award, describe the award, and then announce the award recipient. Student recipients, please come to the podium when you hear your name. Dr. Goldberg will present you with your certificate and we'll do a photo like we've been doing. Yes. All right. First step. Sorry.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jay Simhan. I represent the Department of Urology. I was named chair a period of months ago of the department. This is perhaps the first time urology, which ends the alphabet of medical specialties, starts an award presentation for excellent students. So I'm excited to set the new trend. Maybe next year I'll put in an email to Dean Goldberg for us to continue this. No, I know, it's not happening. Just a quick word, Dr. Kendall served as the department chair of urology up until the year 2000, roughly. And he was a leader in recognized throughout both this country as well as internationally for his contributions in urology. It's quite appropriate that we then have an award that really remembers him and also remembers the contributions that he made to urology, but also bestows that on a medical student who can hopefully carry the Temple T proudly as they enter their journey in a career in urology. I'm going to have Dr. Douglas. Laura Douglas is our medical student clerkship director. She does a fantastic job with our medical students, and I'm going to have Dr. Douglas sort of speak to this year's award recipient.
Great, thanks everyone. So we are very honored and pleased to honor Benjamin Patika as the 2025 recognize Ben for his outstanding contributions and promise in the field of urology. He has shown a deep and sustained commitment to the field through his academic achievements, leadership, and service. He has authored multiple publications and delivered national presentations in urology and renal transplant surgery. At the Lewis Katz School of Medicine, he helped revitalize the urology interest group. He founded a medical student research program and organized a regional ultrasound symposium. In addition to his academic and leadership roles, Ben is recognized for his exceptional clinical skills and his dedication to compassionate and patient-centered care. He will begin his urology residency at the University of Pittsburgh, a very prestigious urology residency program, where he will undoubtedly continue contributing to the field of urology. Congrats, Ben.
Good afternoon. My name is Stephen Popoff. I'm the professor and chair of biomedical education here at the Lewis Katz School of Medicine. First award I'm going to present is the John Franklin Huber Award. John Franklin Huber was an eminent anatomist and mentor to many students during his 35-year tenure here at the Lewis Katz School of Medicine. Among his many seminal contributions in the fields of anatomy and medicine, Dr. Huber, along with Dr. Chevalier Jackson and Dr. Charles Norris, were the first to describe the bronchopulmonary segments of the lung. This prize is given or awarded to a member of the graduating class for their excellence in the field of clinical anatomy. This year, the award goes to a student who is first going to Lankenau for 1 year of internal medicine, and then going on to Oregon Health and Science University to complete his residency in interventional radiology, Muaz Chadhari. The next award I'm going to present is the Raymond Truex Award. Raymond Truex was a faculty member here at the School of Medicine back in the 1960s and 1970s. He was a world-renowned scholar in brain anatomy. He wrote a textbook of neuroanatomy that defines structure-function relationships in the brain, and this book served as a primary resource for over 2 decades. In honor of Dr. Truex, this prize is awarded to a member of the graduating class for their excellence in neuroscience. This year, the award goes to a student who is going to the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia to complete his residency in pediatric neurology, Jonathan Toib.
Good afternoon. I'm Juliana Salamanca, interim chair of the Department of Anesthesia. It's both a pleasure and a privilege to stand before you today to present the Leroy Cropperman Award, given annually to the graduating medical students who have been demonstrating outstanding dedication, skills, and promise in the field of anesthesiology. Anesthesiology is often described as a working behind scenes. It takes a unique kind of individual to enter the field who is meticulous, collaborative, and deeply committed to patient safety and comfort. This year's recipient is Nicole Knudsen. She represents the qualities we hold in the highest regarding our specialty: clinical excellence, intellectual curiosity, calm under pressure, and above all, compassion. Whether in clinical rotation or through insightful questions that push all of us to think deeper, she consistently stood out not just for technical aptitude, but for empathy and a quiet confidence that reassures both patients and team members. We in the Department of Anesthesiology are proud to call Nicole Knudsen a colleague and even more excited to see how her journey unfolds in the years ahead. Please join me to congratulate Nicole Knudsen, the recipient of this year's Leroy Copperman Award.
Hi, I'm Sylvia Sue, and I'm a PGY 36. A faculty member was supposed to give this speech, but she just told me right before she presented the Excellence in Dermatology Award. So how much time do we have? Because I have a little story. All right. So this student, I always go to her whenever I need a paper written up really quickly and well. So one day I was reading in JAMA Dermatology, one of our main journals, and there was a paper about pustular psoriasis by the International Psoriasis Council with 31 authors. So I read the paper and I thought, I disagree with 4 of their points. So I need to write a letter to the editor about this paper, and I have a deadline. I have to do it within 1 week because you have to do it within a month after the paper came out. And of course, it took me, I didn't read my journal right away. So I had 1 week to write this paper. So I went to a resident and I said, get this student, because she always does a great job. She has a whole medical board of the National Psoriasis Foundation. So the chairman of this foundation calls me and said, no, we can't do this. This is politically incorrect. We're trying to be friends with them, so we cannot support you. So then the first chairman of this board calls me and says, I can support you. So I add him as an author. He's known as the father of psoriasis. So now it's this student, the resident, me, and the father of psoriasis. So we turn it in, and it gets accepted, but they say only 3 authors allowed, okay? So now the student and the resident, they're trying to decide, because I represent the National Psoriasis Foundation, and then there's a father of dermatology, of psoriasis. So
So the resident said, no, student did the work. So finally, I'm looking at the galley proofs. So I called the student on a Saturday morning. Can you give me the Word document so I can see how much you did and how much the resident did? And she said, no, it was on Google Drive, so you can't tell, but really, just take my name off. Take my name off. I said, no. But so in the end, this student won the fight. Her name's not even on this paper. She did all this work. And it's in JAMA Dermatology, one of our main journals. So, I mean, this takes, maturity. I don't know, what's the word? But this is graciousness. I mean, so she deserves this award. I always go to her. She did all this work. Her name's not even on the paper. All right, so my time is up. So the award goes to, oh, okay, sorry, Daphne Dampy. She matched at her first choice, Loma Linda Dermatology.
All right, well, that means I'm up next. I'm not sure how I'm going to follow that act. So, I'm Dr. Kathleen Fain. For those of you who may not know me, I am the Clerkship Director for Emergency Medicine. Describe him to a T. He is the winner of this award not just because he achieved the highest grade, but because he also embodies the most important qualities of an emergency medicine intern. He consistently went above and beyond for his patients and his team. His procedural skills and clinical knowledge shown throughout the time in med school as well as in his EM rotation and marked him as one of our strongest students in EM. He has an energy and enthusiasm that is infectious and will help him through the challenges of residency. I have no doubt that he will be wildly successful. Jacob Chorus, going to New York Presbyterian, we wish you the absolute best of luck.
Good afternoon. My name is Nina O'Connor. I'm the chair of Family and Community Medicine, and we have the distinct honor of presenting 3 Family Medicine Awards this year. We had 17 amazing students match in family medicine, which is really incredible. So are really exceptional in terms of their dedication to primary care, their commitment to the community, and it was very, very hard to select 3. So I want to congratulate all of the students going into family medicine, but we especially have 3 we're going to highlight today. And to present our awards, I'm going to introduce Dr. Laura Agarabuza. She's our Vice Chair for Research and also our lead career advisor who works very closely with all of these students.
So, like Dr. O'Connor said, we have 3 awards for family medicine. It is not enough. And I'm going to say the student's name first, and I'd like you to come down because I want everyone to know exactly who I'm talking about when I say these paragraphs about you guys. So the first award I'll present is the Philadelphia Assembly of Family Physicians Memorial Award, which is awarded to the graduating student who has demonstrated excellence and interest in the specialty of family medicine. This award is going to Naya Williams. I'm thrilled that Naya is getting this award because she deserves it so much. And it sounds like a lot of you already know Naya. That's not surprising because she has a singular ability to connect with people. She's humanistic, she's kind, she draws people to her and gains their trust because she deserves it and she earns it. At her core, Naya is a communicator. She's won multiple narrative medicine awards for her writing, and when she speaks to a crowd, they listen. Not only that, she's proven her leadership and her clinical excellence. I first met Naya when she came to shadow me in our family medicine clinic during her first year,
And no one has been so singularly committed to family medicine throughout medical school. And I could not be more proud to welcome you to our specialty when you go to UPMC St. Margaret. Nathan Grossman Prize in Family Medicine. This was established to honor Joseph Nathan Grossman of Temple Medicine, class of 24, that's 1924. This award is given to the fourth-year student who, as exemplified by Dr. Grossman in his professional career, demonstrates a genuine commitment to family medicine, high academic standards, and sensitive concern for the human aspect of patient care. This award goes to Mariana Dueñas Lopez. Mariana embodies family medicine like she was made for the field, probably because she was. She has phenomenal clinical skills. She's a high academic achiever, and all of this is wonderfully complemented by her compassion and humanism. When I worked with her during her third year core clerkship in our office here on main campus, she did this extraordinary thing. She made my clinic flow more smoothly and more efficiently, which I think we can agree is something that is rarely seen at that level of training. It was incredible. She sees patients as individuals. She sees them as individuals who belong to communities. She applies exceptional medical knowledge in context, which is what will make her a truly sensational family medicine physician. This is why you heard her name called for both the AOA and the Gold Humanism Honor Society earlier today. She has insightfulness, she has maturity, she has leadership ability, and I know that she'll be a strong advocate for positive change, not just in family medicine, but across the healthcare system. I'm proud to say she'll continue her training right here in Philadelphia at the University of Pennsylvania Family Medicine Residency. All right, last one. This is the Edel Family Endowment for Community Service Award, which was established in honor of Erica Edel, who graduated from Temple in 2004. This award is given to the fourth-year medical student for commitment to community service and for collaborating with other disciplines or organizations and members of the target community in service and outreach planning. This award goes to Ego Ofebu. Ego's the real deal. Sounds like you guys know. Her service is like a glittering gold star achievement. She's a role model for me and probably should be for everyone in this room. She's dedicated to service and she's a leader in it. I'll tell you just a little bit about what she's done so you can see why. She spent the better part of her life developing and running her own business in this innovative model that she calls a shop clinic, which allows her to provide integrated health promotion concepts in her own hairstyling studio. She was co-president of SNMA, where she launched a successful and sustainable academic community partnership between SNMA and an organization called Zion Cares. She was an executive board member of Aspiring Physician Executives, where she grant-funded conference and board prep costs for other students. And I could go on. That's just like a little sample of what she's achieved. There's no one more deserving, so please join me in congratulating Ego before she leaves us for the also very service-oriented family medicine residency program at UCLA Harvard Medical School.
Does anyone else think that it's time to write another letter to JAMA Dermatology in support of a great graduating medical school student? Maybe Dean Goldberg will sign that one. My name is Ziggy Whitman. I'm a cardiac electrophysiologist here, and it's my pleasure to be here in particular in the presence of Dr. Deemer, who was so supportive of me when I was in your exact position. I'll be presenting the Cardiology Prize. It's the Matilda and Louis Soloff Cardiology Prize. This was established in their honor and given to an outstanding graduate student or graduating student who has demonstrated superior knowledge and skill in the interests of cardiology. Dr. Soloff, his life spanned almost the entire 20th century, and it was during his heyday that he was the chief of cardiology here at Temple, and it's on his shoulders and others that our cardiology section, if I may say, is so strong. The recipient, and I'll give you his name, and you're welcome to come up, and please do, so that you can see the man about whom I speak. That's Matt Kalansky. It occurs that we're dressed similarly. You look like a cardiologist, Matt. Matt was chosen because of his poise, his curiosity, and his effort. He has worked on several projects in our section, presenting at 2 national meetings, and one of those presentations was so excellent that it's become a part of our durable cardiac imaging curriculum, which is saying something. So his name will always be there, like Soloff. We witnessed your learning a tremendous amount. We witnessed you doing it with unflagging enthusiasm, and you are absolutely adored in our section. I'm actually sad to see you go, Matt. Matt's headed to the Icahn School of Medicine up in New York, Morningside. Congratulations, you've earned every bit of it.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Aruni Jayatilaka, Chief of the Division of Rheumatology, and it is my honor to introduce the Emanuel M. Weinberger Prizes, established in honor of Emanuel M. Weinberger, graduate in also 1926, which we'll have to clarify next year, I guess. And these prizes are awarded to members of the graduating class who have demonstrated excellence in understanding and application of knowledge related to subspecialties of internal medicine, presumably outside of cardiology. Actually, one of our own faculty members, Dr. Audrey Yukis, was a recipient of this award a few years ago during her tenure at Temple. There are 3 recipients of this award, and our first recipient, whose name I'll state, is Archana Mukarapu. She will be attending West Virginia University for internal medicine residency. She has, in her time with rheumatology, consistently demonstrated her scholarly engagement, superb clinical skills, and dedication to her patients. She impressed the entire division with her dedication to research. She took the lead on a review and analysis for our QI project that one of our fellows is doing. She was also noted for her ability to communicate with patients and families, not only to sit with the patients and hear what they were saying, but also to hear the meaning behind their words. And we congratulate her, wish her the best, and hope that she stays in rheumatology, but if not, we understand.
Good afternoon. My name is Allie Green. I am the medical director for palliative care, also a proud graduate of LKSOM and actually of this award. So it's full circle for me. So the second recipient of this award is someone who really naturally balances the complex medical and psychosocial needs of our seriously ill patients. She is someone who is an outstanding communicator. She sees the big picture naturally. That enables her to advocate for her patients in really challenging transdisciplinary care. She treats patients holistically, takes the time to get to know their values, and sees them as whole people. These advanced communication and interpersonal skills truly impressed our whole team, and we are excited that she'll be staying here at Temple for her internal medicine residency. Congratulations, Caitlin Brenner.
All right, I'm Stephanie Spivak. I'm representing the section of infectious diseases. I'm excited to present our final recipient for the Weinberger Award. This student demonstrated strong clinical skills and intellectual curiosity while completing her rotation in infectious diseases. She approached every patient as an opportunity to learn and exceeded expectations in every realm. She often saw more patients than we usually expect of students on this rotation, and I often thought she was a resident already. Multiple internal medicine faculty commended her humanistic and holistic approach to patient care, which is especially important for infectious diseases. She always connected with her patients and advocated for their needs. And after she graduates, she'll be going to the University of Utah Health for internal medicine and pediatrics residency. So congratulations, Paulina Rugart.
Good afternoon. I'm Dan Edmundowitz, Professor and Chair of the Department of Internal Medicine. I'm here to present the Thomas Durant, MD Prize in Internal Medicine, established in honor of Thomas M. Durant, MD, Chair of the Department of Medicine from 1956 to 1966. This prize is awarded to the member of the graduating class who best exemplifies the ideal physician, one who not only has a thorough knowledge of biologic disease, but who also possesses a sensitive awareness of the patient as a person, influenced by the social and psychological factors that attend illness. This recipient was nominated by multiple internal medicine sections this year for a combination of analytic skills and genuine compassion for patients. Within the hematology section, he contributed to multiple research projects and presented his work on cytogenetics in multiple myeloma patients at an international meeting. He also impressed the bone marrow transplant clinical team with his deep understanding of advanced topics and the ability to put patients at ease. He was also nominated by the infectious disease section for his outstanding clinical skills. He demonstrated an advanced ability to apply evidence-based medicine with nuance to his management plans. Equally remarkable was his compassion and ability to connect meaningfully with an especially vulnerable patient population. He'll be heading to New York Presbyterian Will Cornell Medical Center for his internal medicine residency. Congratulations, Matthew Hamby.
Everyone, my name is Lauren Monaco. I'm one of the internal medicine clerkship directors, and I'm going to be presenting the Charles Kravitz Award in Internal Medicine. So this award was established in honor of Charles Kravitz, class of 35, and it is given to a member of the graduating class whose performance in internal medicine incorporated characteristics manifested by Dr. Kravitz. These traits include academic excellence, familiarity with current medical literature, intellectual curiosity, warmth, humility, and genuine commitment to patient care. There are two recipients of this award. Our first recipient is Jennifer Marks. Commitment commitment to lifelong learning. She has sharp clinical instincts with the ability to pivot plans and think quickly on her feet. She can carefully appraise the literature and apply it to her management plans. She has an empathetic bedside manner, and she can explain complex concepts in ways that patients understand and trust her. She is committed to practicing medicine for the good of her patients and has been a supportive teammate and exemplary leader on the committees that she's been involved in during her time at Temple. We are very excited that she'll be staying with us for her residency in internal medicine. Congrats. And our next recipient of the Kravitz Prize is Camille Martorella. Shown impressive medical knowledge, clinical skills, and scholarly curiosity. She provides compassionate care for all of her patients. She goes above and beyond. Not only is her knowledge exceptional, but her commitment to moving the needle and creating a positive change for her patients on a daily basis is extraordinary. She combines her commitment to high-quality care with her wonderful bedside manner and really encompasses a phenomenal doctor. Congrats. Oh, and she'll be staying at Temple, too. Yay.
Hi, I'm Paul Katz. I'm the professor and chair of neurology. We have 3 awards to present today. I will present the Matthew T. Moore Award, and my colleague, Dr. Jacobson, will present the American Academy of Neurology Awards. The Matthew T. Moore Award is a prize in neurology, was established in honor of Dr. Moore, who is a 1929 Temple alum. This prize is awarded to a member of the graduating class for excellent performance in neurology and for displaying in high measure the qualities of regard for patients, personal integrity, and conscientiousness. This year's award goes to Isabel Friedenberg. Opportunity to work with Isabel in both our neurocritical care rotation as well as her inpatient stroke rotation. She is clearly extraordinary. She has an inquisitive mind and a true dedication to learning. She establishes good rapport with patients, families, as well as her colleagues and professors. She is the author of 5 peer-reviewed papers, 2 abstracts, and 5 posters. She was also inducted into the AOA Honor Society, and she is on her way to become what I think is the consummate academic neurologist. I am pleased to announce that Isabel will be beginning her neurology residency at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota. Congratulations.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mercedes Jacobson. I'm the Neurology Clerkship Director, and I have the opportunity to present the 2 American Academy of Neurology Awards for Excellence in Neurology. We have a prize for pediatric neurology and a prize for adult neurology. I will start with adult neurology. And following the pathway of others, I would like to tell you that Nikki Karima Mustafi is the 2025 recipient. Has been a critical part of the neurology sign program at the Lewis Katz School of Medicine since her first year. That's the student interest group in neurology. She has been a foundational member of our neurology OWLS program with Isabel, who you just met, developing it into an extraordinary educator. She is a person who solves problems effectively and efficiently, but she can also think outside of the box to identify unrecognized clinical or educational needs and to create content or a pathway to solve the problem. She was one of the 2 students who launched our NeuroOwls program. Her work on reducing neurophobia in the neurology clerkship was presented at the 2025 AAN meeting this spring. She has authorship on 8 peer-reviewed papers, including one as first author. She is recognized as an up-and-coming force in neurology education. When she matched at UCLA, the faculty there reached out to me to say how incredibly excited they were that she had chosen them. Congratulations, Nikki. All right. Is our not only has he been recognized this afternoon as an outstanding trainee who was a recipient of the AOA and the Gold Humanism Society Awards, but he has an incredible fund of knowledge. His warmth, grace, and empathy positively impacts the entire team when you're working with him. Our neurology residents and faculty who are alum actually remarked that when we were looking at who our recipient was, they said about Jonathan that they are proud of being LKSOM to know that he's on their team and that they've had the opportunity to teach him and work with him. He balances community service, epilepsy education, and social equity with ease. His clinical skills and academic performance are matched by his research accomplishments with 2 peer-reviewed papers and 9 abstracts. His work on the genetic cause for an epilepsy, SYNGAP1, will help families obtain earlier diagnosis and help manage the myriad symptoms produced by this gene. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Clark.
Good afternoon. I'm Jack Ludmere. I'm the chair of obstetrics and gynecology here at the Lewis Katz School of Medicine. And I'm also a proud alum of this medical school class of 1981. This is a great honor and privilege for me to present the award for scholars in obstetrics and gynecology. I remember receiving this award 44 years ago, and it really had a tremendous impact on my career. So I hope it's going to be the same effect on the recipient of this award that is given to the member of the graduating class for outstanding aptitude in our field of obstetrics and gynecology and for overall excellence in academic performance. This year's awardee is Audrey Hamilton. Audrey BBM for her training in OBGYN for the Medical University of South Carolina. I had the chance to work with Audrey in our maternal fetal medicine clinic, and she was really outstanding. First of all, with all the respect to Dean Goldberg, I'm thrilled that Audrey decided to go into OBGYN instead of surgery. Because she saw the light about the great ability to combine really complexity in the care of women, not only regarding medical issues, but surgical issues. And her performance in all our subspecialties, in particular urogynecology, was really terrific. Also, in an academic setting, she has got multiple peer-reviewed publications, and not only that, but just to show you where she's going to go, she has shown tremendous leadership qualities by being co-president of a student group for women in surgical specialties. So, Audrey, all the best to you and congratulations.
Hello again. So I am here to present, so my name is Shannon, the Senior Associate Dean. I have, my only experience with obstetrics and gynecology is having my own two children, but I am here on behalf of Jim Anasti, who couldn't be here today. He is also a proud LKSOM grad, 1982. So this award today is in memory of J. Robert Wilson, the chair of the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology at Temple from 1947 to 1963. The recipient of the award exemplifies outstanding critical and analytical thinking, a strong interest in research, and great promise for pursuing a career in the reproductive sciences. I'm pleased that this student chosen for this award has come from our regional campus. She has demonstrated an excitement and commitment to the field that is exemplary. She is described as a joy to mentor and has great intuition and an impressive ability to work with others. She's noted to have empathy towards her patients and a degree of professionalism beyond her years. She was universally praised from all who had worked with her in her sub-internships and electives in OBGYN. She was already recognized as a recipient of the Gold Humanism Award, and next year she plans to continue her training at the University of Rochester in OBGYN. This year's J. Robert Wilson Award recipient is Manasa Panapali.
Good afternoon. I'm Milo Sewards, the Chair of Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine, and I'd like to offer my congratulations to all of today's recipients. I love this day. I have the privilege of being able to present the John W. Lockman Award in Orthopedic Surgery. Dr. Lockman was a Temple undergrad, a Temple medical student, a Temple orthopedic resident, and a Temple chair. He served as chair from 1965 until 1987. And certainly has legions of orthopedic surgeons who will attest to his greatness, to his true ability to teach, and to his caring demeanor. Despite what Dr. Glaucomflecken might have you believe, we're not all ortho bros. And Dr. Lockman embodied that. And so in his award, we look for the person who is not necessarily a technician, but a true physician, and who brings humanism to what is often thought of as being a very technical specialty. Our award winner truly has brought humanism to medicine. She came to us here at Temple from Johns Hopkins, and while at Temple, she has served, actually before coming to Temple, she did orthopedic surgery research over at CHOP at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. She also served on the medical brigade that served the Afghan refugees as they came through the Philadelphia airport. She's been a founding member of the American Sign Language group here at Temple. And so she's done a lot more than just what we typically look for on orthopedic surgery applications. And so it is my pleasure to present this award to one of a few Temple students that we kept around here in the residency program. And I'm happy to have her, Ariel Krakow.
Good afternoon and congratulations. My name is Cecilia Schmalbach. I'm the chair of the Department of Otolaryngology, Head and Neck Surgery. It is my pleasure to be able to present the Bernard J. Ronis and Max L. Ronis Prize in Otolaryngology. This was established in honor of Dr. Bernard Ronis, who was class of 1934 and former Temple Chief of Otolaryngology, as well as his son, Max Ronis, who was class of 1956 and former chair of the department. The award goes to the graduating class member who demonstrated competency and aptitude in our field of otolaryngology. This year's recipient has had a stellar career at Temple. She honored in 8 clinical rotations, presented at 2 of our large national meetings. She founded a new palliative care elective at St. Luke's,
and also was elected by her classmates to serve as the lead for OWL's liaisoning with respect to wellness. On a personal note, several faculty members and one of our residents, independently and without solicitation, shared that she was one of the best medical students with whom they've worked. So I was not surprised to learn that she wound up receiving the prestigious Trudell Medical Excellence Scholarship by the Pennsylvania Medical Society. This year's recipient of the Ronus Prize goes to Selena Ringenbach. The flag close to her family in Geisinger, and while she could not join us today, we felt that these amazing accomplishments warranted recognition and also highlight the wonderful partnership we share with our colleagues at St. Luke's. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Alona Duffy, and I am also a LKSOM alumni. Woo! Class of 2011. I had a thing that shows my age. I am the Pediatric Clerkship Director, and I'm honored to present the next two awards. The first one being the Angelo DeGeorge Prize for Excellence in Pediatrics. I'm going to go off script like everybody else did, sorry. It goes against my rule-following nature. But I would like to congratulate Jonathan Toib. Is in honor of Dr. Angelo DeGeorge, a native Philadelphian who was a pioneering pediatric endocrinologist best known for identifying the syndrome that bears his name, the DeGeorge syndrome, and landmark contribution in clinical genetics and immunology. He spent much of his distinguished career at Temple University, where he was deeply committed to clinical teaching, research, and the care of children with complex medical needs. The award honors his legacy in advancing pediatric medicine and inspiring future generations of clinicians. Jonathan was selected for this award in recognition of his own exceptional performance across all areas of the pediatric clerkship, demonstrating strong clinical reasoning, professionalism, and a very unique ability to connect with pediatric patients and their families with his down-to-earth and warm nature. He went above and beyond for his patients and embodied a strong commitment to teaching in all clinical settings, as well as with his own colleagues. He will be continuing his medical career in pediatric neurology at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, who is very lucky to have him. Please congratulate Jonathan. That was a little full circle for me too, because Jonathan's parents trained me at St. Christopher's Hospital Children ICU. All right. I'm honored also to present the Waldo E. Nelson Prize in Pediatrics. Dr. Waldo E. Nelson was a renowned pediatrician whose influential textbook, the Nelson Textbook of Pediatrics, became a cornerstone of pediatric medical education worldwide. A dedicated clinician, teacher, and researcher who chaired the Department of Pediatrics here at Temple University for 24 years until 1964. He shaped the practice of pediatrics through decades of scholarship and mentorship. The awardee is Augustina Weisfeld. Award. She is a graduate from the University of Miami with a major in health science. She's an extremely passionate student who demonstrated a thoughtful and empathetic approach to patient care, teamwork, and pediatric research. It was a pleasure to watch her grow into the clinician she is today and pay witness to her ability to connect with children and families, advocating and addressing complex psychosocial needs, and treating the whole child, not just the disease. Her patients gravitated to her approachable demeanor and compassionate approach to patient care, and I expect this will continue as she continues her medical career in pediatric medicine at Mount Sinai Hospital in New York. She also was my preceptee in doctoring. Go Nelson. Please congratulate Augustina Waite.
I'm John Elrod, and I'll be presenting the Mary P. Weidman Award. The Weidman Award is an award in physiology. It's given annually by the Department of Cardiovascular Sciences. Dr. Weidman was a longtime faculty member here at the School of Medicine. Her research on the physiology of microcirculation was at the forefront of biomedical sciences for her time. She was best known for investigating the microcirculation using the brown bat's wing as a model system. This resulted in her colleagues affectionately referring to her as Batwoman. Dr. Weidman's foundational publications on vascular structure and function contribute significantly to our textbook understanding of vascular physiology. For all express purposes, she was a trailblazer. This year's award goes to a student pursuing a dual MD PhD degree. His graduate research has uncovered the primary signaling mechanism that underlies energetic matching of cellular workload. He developed an elegant genetic model system to define how calcium regulates metabolism, and he's actually going on to upend a long-term 50, 60 years of dogma that's really persisted in turning that on its head. His work is paradigm shifting, completely changing the way we think about cellular energetics, identifying new targets to modulate metabolism disease. He's the recipient of several competitive awards, including an NIH fellowship which fully funded his time in the lab, and it's also funding his final years of medical school. Having recently defended his thesis, he's now back in the clinic to complete his MD degree. We are hopeful his career in medicine takes a backseat to science. I am proud and honored to name this year's recipient of the Mary P. Weidman Award as Dr. Henry M. Cohen.
Hello, I'm Sean Plotnick, one of the psychiatry faculty. I have the pleasure of and honor of getting to present 2 awards today to 2 absolutely magnificent students that I had the luxury of advising and playing a small role in getting them into residency because they really did it all on their own. But we're going to start off first presenting the Spurgeon English Award, established in honor of Dr. Spurgeon English, who served as chair of psychiatry at Temple from 1938 to 1964. This award celebrates excellence in behavioral science, behavioral medicine, and clinical psychiatry through all 4 years of medical school training. It honors not only academic excellence, but also the clinical judgment and interpersonal qualities that define a truly exceptional physician. This year's recipient, Samuel Handy. He's distinguished himself on every level. Among his many achievements, he recently presented a poster at the American Society of Addiction Medicine Conference on the comparative outcomes of opioid withdrawal management strategies in hospitalized patients with bacteremia. Sam has been known among our psychiatry faculty as thoughtful, highly knowledgeable, and deeply caring. As he begins his psychiatry residency at Thomas Jefferson University, we are confident he will continue to grow into a leader in our field. Congratulations, Sam. For our next award, we are proud to present the John Fryer Memorial Endowed Prize, honoring the legacy of Dr. John Fryer, an extraordinary psychiatrist and advocate whose courage and humanity continue to inspire generations. This award is given to a student who demonstrates a genuine commitment to psychiatry and behavioral health and a profound sensitivity to the human aspects of patient care. This year's recipient, Amber Ray Alberici. Has exemplified those values in every endeavor. She co-authored a published manuscript in psychopharmacology exploring the effects of adolescent social isolation stress on the serotonin syndrome and ethanol-motivated behaviors. Beyond the lab, Amber helped launch a mental health initiative for middle school students, bringing psychiatric residents and medical students into local schools to provide education, reduce stigma, and promote help-seeking behaviors. She is well regarded by the psychiatry faculty for her ability to take an empathic stance during interviews and to build strong therapeutic alliances with her patients. We are proud that she'll be continuing her medical career in our very own psychiatry residency program here at Temple University. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. I'm Avi Pathak. I'm the interim chair of surgery here at Temple. And this is Dr. Sunil Karadkar, who's our clerkship director. And it's our distinct honor and privilege to present 3 awards. I will be presenting the first, and Dr. Karadkar will present the second 2. The first award is the Herman Brown Award for Excellence in the Study of the Art and Science of Surgery. And this award is given to a graduating student who has excelled not only in patient care, but also in the understanding of surgical science. It honors the legacy of Dr. Herman Brown, celebrating both clinical excellence and a commitment to the advancement of surgical knowledge. This year's recipient, Susan Yu, consistently demonstrated these values across her surgical rotations. Her fund of knowledge was truly exceptional, and she always remained calm, poised, and deeply aware of patient sensitivities, as well as her contributions to research within our department. For these reasons, she has demonstrated the art of clinical medicine and surgery.
Good afternoon. It's my distinct honor to present the Susan and Robert Probst Prize, established to recognize a graduating senior who not only demonstrates a genuine commitment to surgery, but also exemplifies compassionate clinical care. This award commemorates the legacy of Susan and Robert Probst, celebrating dedication, skill, and empathy in the field of surgery. This year's recipient has consistently demonstrated these qualities across every single rotation, not just surgery. His performance was nothing short of exceptional. He's known for deep fund of knowledge, several abstracts, national presentations, and his technical proficiency everywhere. Attendings, residents, PAs, nurse practitioners have praised his maturity, emotional intelligence, and proactive approach to patient care. In fact, his bedside manner is so outstanding that patients have requested him by name. His journey began from Bolivia, took him to GW, and from here came to Temple. And he'll be continuing his surgical training at Northwestern, where his exceptional skills, teamwork, and dedication will undoubtedly continue. It's not only my honor, it's my privilege to present this to Tomas Budensi. The W. Emory Burnett Prize in Surgery, established in honor of Dr. Burnett, Chair of Surgery at Temple from 1944 to 1963. This prize is awarded by the surgical faculty to the member of the graduating class considered to have done outstanding work in surgery. This year's recipient has truly embodied these principles throughout med school And during his time in vascular surgery, SICU, and all of the acute care surgery services, demonstrated the performance at the level of an intern. Not only took ownership of the patients, but also coordinated care for the entire service, and is best known for his ability to orient junior students and coordinate case schedules. He, every Wednesday, taught the junior the shelf review. His ability speaks volumes about his leadership and maturity, and he'll be continuing his surgical training in Boston, where I'm confident he will thrive as an outstanding resident. Please help me in congratulating the winner of the W. Emory Burnett Prize, Isaac Tobit.
Hi, everybody. My name is Brian Tui, and I'm here on behalf of the Center for Health Justice and Bioethics. And we're going to present two awards, one focused on community engagement and the other on a Health Justice Scholar Award. And Laura Garabuza is going to present first.
Hi again. I'm going to present the Bioethics Community Engagement Award. This is awarded in recognition of a student who has demonstrated exceptional commitment to ethical, respectful, and collaborative engagement with communities. This student has advanced the practice and understanding of community partnership in health, exemplifying the values of equity, reciprocity, and justice in bioethics. This award goes to Allison Hand. In firsthand dedication to hard work, leadership, community engagement, and advocacy. She's developed excellence in all of these things, and this is so apparent when you meet her and you talk to her about her work. I had the privilege of advising her master's in health justice thesis this year, which was about finding ways to offer expanded abortion access in North Philadelphia. Her final paper was well-researched, it was eloquent, but it was also fierce in its advocacy. This came as no surprise to me, since I'd worked with her throughout her entire 4 years of medical school and saw her success and advocacy in things like directing the community's Thrive Bridge Clinic and conducting heartfelt but rigorous research on issues that matter to our patients and the way we provide care. I'm thrilled to say that in addition to being an outstanding student in the master's program and the ND program, Allison's going into family medicine. She is going to stand out there as she has here. She'll be exceptional among residents and providers at her family medicine residency at the University of Illinois, Chicago. And I know, Allison, that you won't just participate there, but you'll apply new concepts and forge new ideas and make the program and the institution better, just as you have done here.
Hi, everybody. So my name is Brian Tui. I don't know if I said this when I got up here first. So I am a co-director of education. I am not an MD. I'm a sociologist, which I mentioned. Woo, thank you. And I'm excited to present this award. This is the Center for Health Justice and Bioethics Health Justice Scholar Award. I'm going to read the name at the end because that's how I wrote it today. So the Health Justice Scholar Award is presented by our center, recognizes a student whose work exemplifies an unwavering commitment to health equity, ethical inquiry, and structural reform. This award honors scholarship that eliminates the social and institutional forces driving health disparities and celebrates action grounded in lived experience, critical insight, and deep moral clarity. This year's recipient embodies these values at every level. Their master's thesis offers a data-driven, justice-oriented analysis of why one of the most competitive specialties in medicine, in plastic surgery, remains among the least diverse. Using an urban bioethics framework, the student conducted a nationwide survey and systematic review to reveal how racialized access to mentorship, financial burden, and structural exclusion shape who even gets to imagine a future in surgical subspecialties. It doesn't just describe inequity, it names it as an ethical failure and offers detailed, implementable reforms to move from symbolic diversity to structural inclusion. Beyond the page, this student has co-founded a nonprofit expanding education access in Ethiopia. She's served as a global health ambassador. She's mentored students of color in medicine. She's worked to create care pathways for immigrant survivors of gender-based violence. In clinical spaces, academic forums, and community work, this student models what it means to pursue health justice not as a concept, but as a practice. She'll be entering the anesthesiology residency program at Temple University Hospital. So please join me in congratulating this year's award recipient, Maria Gebriesis.
Good afternoon. I'm Dave Troyer. It's my pleasure to present the J. Robert Troyer Award, named, you'll be surprised to learn, after Dr. J. Robert Troyer. So my father, Bob Troyer, was professor of anatomy from 1954 to 1993, and he was chairman of the Department of Anatomy and Cell Biology. He was known for his research into neurosecretion in hibernating mammals, which would occasionally surprise his colleagues who went to put their lunch in his refrigerator, only to find cages full of hanging bats. And also known better for his teaching exploits, which included using our family's domed trash can lids as eyeballs and squeezing his 6'1", 270-pound frame into large plastic bags when teaching embryology. So the award goes to the student who had the highest grade point average in year 1 of studies. Dr. Lynn?
So the Phase 1 curriculum, for those who may not be familiar, but I know our graduating students are, it is a curriculum for the first 2 years of medical school, the preclinical, pre-clerkship years, and integrates the basic science and the clinical sciences along with the introduction of clinical skills. I think that most of the graduating students here will say that it takes Herculean dedication to excel during that curriculum. So this student not only exemplified excellent academics, he also exemplified lifelong learning and curiosity in research, investigating the impact of physical therapy for meniscal tears in preventing surgery. And this research improved patient outcomes with results that have been presented at regional and local and national conferences. So this year's award recipient will be at Geisinger Health System for a transitional year before heading to UPMC for his diagnostic radiology residency. It is our great pleasure to present the J. Robert Troyer PhD Award to Paul Dew.
It's my pleasure to present the Charles Schnapp Alumni Award for Clinical Medicine, which is named after my father, Charles Schnapp, the class of '39. The prize is awarded to a member of the graduating class for the most outstanding performance in medicine in the clinical years. Just as a quick aside, because I know you're all tired of sitting here, my father received his undergraduate and medical degree at Temple and his medical education here. And he was always very grateful for the education that he received on full scholarship. He immigrated here to the US at the age of 10. He practiced medicine in West Philadelphia with dedication and full intellect. He was beloved by his patients and his colleagues. And I'm sure that the recipient will follow in his footprint. So congratulations.
Okay, good afternoon. I am Dr. Ana Gamero. I am a faculty member in the Department of Medical Genetics and Molecular Biochemistry. Sounds like a Wow, tongue twister. And I hope you remember me because I taught all of you biochemistry, your favorite subject. Okay, so let me describe the awardee. The recipient of this award is widely regarded as a leader by his peers in medical school leadership. At CATS, his passion for medical education and strong collaborative skills led to his being appointed to serve on different committees such as the Phase 1 Block Curriculum Committee, Phase 1 Doctor in Curriculum Committee, and the LCME Independent Study Analysis Student Experiment Subcommittee. He developed and launched a multidisciplinary elective course at NYU on the ethical and legal fundamentals of artificial intelligence in healthcare. His research in diagnostic radiology and artificial intelligence promises at CAS shows great promise for improving patient care. Within North Philadelphia, our community, he has been actively involved in outreach efforts, including Temple Street Outreach, the Kensington Naloxone Health Literacy Project, to help combat homelessness and the opioid epidemic. Congratulations to Carlos Martinez. And I would like to also mention that he will continue his journey in diagnostics radiology at NYU.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Courtney Dostal. I'm a pulmonary critical care doctor at the St. Luke's Regional Campus, and I'm presenting the Mary DeLeo Prize. So established in 1965, this is an award for a publication in cancer research written by a member of the LKSOM student body. The student who's receiving this award dedicated a large part of their medical school experience to research. He worked closely with critical care and ID on COVID research, which culminated in several manuscripts and quality improvement project that for cost efficiency of outpatient monoclonal antibody therapies. He also completed an ENT research fellowship at the Medical University of South Carolina, where he worked on a large-scale active clinical research trial, which culminated in the submission of 4 abstracts and 3 first author manuscripts. Outside of research, he's active in his local Syrian church youth group. The student receiving the Mary DeLeo Prize is Ryan Durgam. Will continue his training in ER at Henry Ford in Detroit, Michigan.
All right. Hello, I'm here again to present the Susan and Elliot Menkowitz Class of 1967 Award Fund. It is presented to two fourth-year medical students who are members of the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society and demonstrate exemplary research, service, and leadership in the academic and local communities. Our first recipient authored 15 publications ranging from peer-reviewed research articles to abstracts to textbook chapters. She was the first author on 8 publications and presented posters across the country at international, national, and regional conferences. Additionally, she has been leader for her class, serving as the representative on the admissions committee at the regional campus. She is committed to community service through her involvement in Impact Melanoma, a group which educates on skin health and cancer prevention. Through her leadership in this group, she also serves as a patient advocate, helping to update teaching materials to be more inclusive and represent different skin tones. This year's first recipient of the Susan and Elliot Menkowitz Class of 1967 Award is Madeline Class. Here, so we'll go on to the second.
So I'm Dr. Kimberly Ford, and at this moment, I'm here in the capacity of the Assistant Dean for Career Advising. The second awardee of this prestigious prize worked tirelessly during medical school, committing himself to academics, service to the school, and service to the greater North Philadelphia community. His passion for surgery culminated in his role in the co-founding of the Abdominal Organ Transplant Research Group, which is a student-led group focused on building longitudinal research and mentoring partnerships. His work contributed to the generation of numerous publications. I counted 28 publications, peer-reviewed, only 3 of which were before medical school started. He also had 4 poster presentations and 10 oral presentations. Kudos to you. His work contributes to the next generation of those who are interested in surgery here at LKSOM. In addition to academics, research, and his work as a student ambassador for the LKSOM Admissions Committee, he served as a co-president of the Latino Student Medical Organization, bringing the organization to new heights and contributing to its regional reputation in the field here. He additionally served as a volunteer, coordinator, and student chair of Puentes de Salud, a nonprofit that strives to improve the lives of the region's immigrant population. This student is also a Gold Humanism Honor Society inductee, and he will be pursuing general surgery residency at Northwestern, and just a really wonderful human being. So congratulations to Tomas.
Good afternoon. My name is Denise Salerno. I'm a pediatrician here and the Associate Dean for Undergraduate Medical Education. I am presenting the Rema Paredes Luck MD Memorial Award for Humanitarianism. Not only was Dr. Paredes a dear friend of mine, but she was a wonderful clinician, educator, and researcher. But her real passion was in providing care for underserved communities around the world. The award recipient this year was a student that demonstrated strong community and leadership and engagement here at Temple. He was a class representative on the community service board since his first year. He worked with community members and students to develop impactful service projects that addressed community needs and supported further engagement between the School of Medicine and the local community. He helped to organize and execute the school's annual MLK Day of Service and Activism, the prep program for incoming students to help promote their academic and personal success, and he started a Step 1 success group to review high-yield topics for Step 1. His dedication to education and involvement in the school earned him a position on our research committee. He has shown a commitment to global health as a Temple Emergency Action Corps global health leader. For his FIMSI project, he developed a survey to understand how to build a global health curriculum to meet the needs of students with an interest in global medicine. His interest in global health and work with the international populations led him to South Africa as a NIH scholar to learn how to establish a safe and effective vaccine that is accepted by communities across the world. I am proud to announce that this year's awardee is Jose Soto.
Doing a family medicine residency at the University of New Mexico.
So back again. Established in memory of Dr. Zaslow of the class of 1940,
This award is presented to a student who has demonstrated high academic achievement as well as well-rounded activity within the university and within the community. So I'm honored to present this award to a most deserving awardee. She's worked tirelessly within the walls of LKSOM to improve the experience of every medical student who walks through these doors. During her tenure, she has been an influential and vocal student member of the curriculum committee. She has been a member of the Student Diversity Council and really helped to spearhead the efforts of the Independent Student Analysis Steering Committee, which was really a crucial part of the school's recent reaccreditation process. In addition to recognizing the importance of giving back to her institution, she has been a driving force within her communities. From organizing a tutoring program for over 700 at-risk high schoolers to operating weekly healthcare sessions and an unhoused community shelter to orchestrating neighborhood cleanups in North Philadelphia, she has made this and her other communities an absolute priority. She has also been voted by her classmates to be the most likely student from this class to be dean. So this extraordinary student, who is also a Gold Humanism Honor Society inductee, is pursuing her general surgery resident at the University of North Carolina. Congratulations, Alexis Wright.
It is my privilege to present one of the School of Medicine Service Awards, which is given to members of the graduating class through leadership and service who have made outstanding contributions to the life of the medical school. I have watched this person grow in her skills over the last 4 years, demonstrating thoughtfulness, maturity, and concern for the school community while being a measured leader who is organized, decisive, and a clear communicator. She has been involved with curricular planning, augmentation, support of individual students, groups, and organizations, and played a key role in our recent LCME reaccreditation process. In addition to her substantive student leadership role, she found time to engage in establishing a specialty-specific organization which offers mentorship to pre-clerkship and clerkship students interested in neurology. Lastly, she participated in multiple research projects. We can all learn from her time management skills. These traits will serve her well as she proceeds into her residency in neurology at UCLA. This year's North Philadelphia Campus School of Medicine Service Award is Nikki Karimi Mustafa.
It's to the second recipient of this award. If one were to look up leadership and service in medical school on Google, you would find the student's picture front and center. He is the embodiment of school pride, whether it is being a founding person that decided that we needed the development of a student-led interprofessional care center to serve the patients of Lehigh Valley, working on any and every ask from administration for student input to make your educational experience better, LCME accreditation planning, ISA surveys, mentoring the class leaders and the student body that came behind him. This student has gone above and beyond for Temple. These traits and his work ethic will no doubt lead to this person being great in the future. And I have no doubt that he would likely be the person who is your chief resident in internal medicine at St. Luke's University Health Network. Congratulations, Taj.
Hi, I'm Diane Butera. I work in the Student Support Office. I think I've known most of you up here, and it's really amazing to see and hear about all your accomplishments. It's been such an amazing opportunity to work with you all. We're here to present the Emily Reeves class of 2015 Memorial Award. It is hard to believe that 10 years ago I stood in this very same spot, a different podium, and gave this a service award to Emily. She was a student whose presence was known throughout the school. She was an orientation coordinator and in the pediatrics interest group and 2015 Skull yearbook editor. She just had a heart of gold. I'll never forget that she bounded down the steps with her vibrancy and vitality. All of her projects were labors of love to show those around her who cared. She didn't do things to check off a box. She did them because she loved Temple and she wanted to be part of the community and contribute her creativity to it. She often brought her wonderful baked goods into the student affairs office, and we really, really loved her generous, hardworking, fun-loving nature. And her absence was felt when she went into peds at University of Maryland. And it was a huge, huge heartbreak when in 2021, we learned that she passed away from ovarian cancer. So it's hard to be up here to present this award 10 years later. But, and so I hope the recipients of this award will take into account how seriously we take their being awarded this. The North Philly Award shares many of Emily's characteristics, so she is not a baker. But she is delightfully feisty with a great wit. She is a natural teacher who taught me so much about clinical vignettes. I still don't really get the gist, but I'm learning how to discern the most important information. And she, like Emily, was, I think you begin to know who she is, an orientation coordinator. She was fabulous at it. She was selected as a student leader for our accreditation's independent student analysis. She's a member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society. And most importantly, she was a fantastic lead peer academic facilitator, AKA tutor. No job was too big for her. For the past 3 years, she's taken on helping so many students. Her passion, commitment, and sense of humor will contribute to her solid patient care and advocacy and mitigation and negotiation and all those kinds of things that she just excels at. This summer, she'll begin her OB-GYN residency right here at Temple University Hospital. You know who you are, Maddie Good.
This year's second recipient has participated as a student volunteer and a student leader. Some of her accomplishments include participating in Laundry on Linden, which serves our local unhoused population in the Lehigh Valley through free laundry and clinical services. As a leader there, she helped teach and coordinate her other student volunteers. Due to her strong passion for social justice and equality, she served as a member and a leader on our Diversity and Inclusion Task Force, where she helped to create additional initiatives and served as a liaison with our administration. She has also became a student member of the curriculum's Anti-Racism, Anti-Bias Task Force, and it's no surprise that this student recipient was also recognized by her peers with a nomination and induction to the Gold Humanism Honor Society. This year's second recipient of the Emily Reeves Memorial Award is Manasa Panapali.
Hello again. So I would like to introduce the next award, the Manpreet Chauhan MD Endowed Award Fund. This is awarded to a medical student who demonstrates genuine commitment to exemplary leadership in community service. The recipient for this award this year has made a profound impact in our Latino community. I personally had the pleasure of meeting him during his first year of medical school. We immediately connected over our shared Latin culture, language, and South American roots. At CATS, he has demonstrated exceptional leadership serving as the chapter co-president of the Latino Medical Student Association and next as the mentorship chair for the Northeast region of LMSA. His dedication in serving the community has extended beyond campus. He volunteered tirelessly at Puentes de Salud, and his commitment to advocacy did not stop there. He went above and beyond by helping patients obtain access to care at other local institutions when services were not available through Puentes de Salud. I'm happy to announce that for this year's award goes to Edgar Tello pursuing a residency in interventional radiology at the Zucker School of Medicine at Northwell Health. Congratulations.
We actually have two recipients of this award, so I'm pleased to just talk about the second recipient who comes from our regional campus. The regional campus is unique. You know, we are in the Lehigh Valley, and the students were in our we're graduating our fifth class of a four-year campus. And a lot of the things they make their own, which has been really nice. One of those is the Student-Led Interprofessional Care Center. I remember this first year medical student calling me and talking through wanting to start something similar, which we have here in North Philadelphia in the Lehigh Valley to serve the community there. And through a lot of planning, this clinic was able to take off in the second year, and our students enjoy their time there every other week, providing not only just clinical care, but also a food pantry, clothing, and a hot meal. And this was all based on the students' hard work in establishing this with our community health team. The student also assisted in the foundation of a regional campus chapter of LMSA, serving on its executive board. And recently, the chapter LMSA did host a large conference in the Lehigh Valley, which was amazing to see. He also holds several leadership roles in the class, serving as the student leader for the admissions committee. And I am excited to say that this student is also staying at St. Luke's for internal medicine, Kyle Teo.
Good afternoon. My name is Hannah Raverby, and I'm an Assistant Dean in our Office of Student Support, and I'm thrilled to be able to present the Leslie Squires Compassion in Medicine Award. Established by Dr. Frederick Squires, class of 1991, in honor of his father, Dr. Leslie Squires, this award is presented annually to a graduating student for exhibiting outstanding compassion in patient care. This year's recipient is a special student who has an amazing ability to walk into a room and create a space that is safe, a space where there is trust, and a space where people can feel cared about. At the bedside, she reminded us of the importance of slowing down to hear about our patient's lived experience, and her care was marked with empathy, respect, and with a deep sense of humanity. Here in MERB, she was a leader that students sought out and trusted, that we as faculty turned to for advice, and that the community saw as a partner and advocate. With a commitment to mentorship and advancing equity and inclusion in medical education, she was our coordinator for Temple's PrEP program, an active member in our Student Diversity Council, and a vaccine clinic coordinator for Zion Cares. For the past 4 years, her dedication, humility, and the tremendous joy and gratitude that she brought to her work every day was a reminder to us all of the privilege it is to be in this profession. We will miss her, but cannot wait to see what she will do next as she heads to UCLA Harbor for residency in family medicine. Congratulations, Ego Ofeyu.
Only 20 more awards, and then we'll be done. These are the last two. So it is my pleasure to present the following awards to the outstanding members of the class of 2025. The Mary Daly Award was established in honor of the late Mary Daly, wife of former School of Medicine Dean Dr. John Daly, by his classmates, Dr. Jean and Bob Velasco. It was then endowed by Dr. Daly himself. It is a prize awarded to a graduating student who exemplifies excellence in clinical care, compassion, and patient service. Mary Daly was a quiet, reserved person, and while this year's recipient leans toward expressiveness, Mrs. Daly would support and applaud her fierce passion for care, kindness, and social justice. This student has infused these themes in a range of spoken word performances, as well as through a repertoire of teaching engagements and literary pursuits. In 2024, she was selected to present a TED Talk, The Pulsing of Our Spirits and Our Blood, and this year, Button Poetry will publish a collection of her poems, which are just a couple of her achievements in broadly sharing her boundless compassion. Sorry, turn the page. She's been an active member of our narrative medicine program, has served in the leadership of our student-run clinic, and has been a mentor to countless students and young people over her 4 years of medical school. It was no surprise that her peers voted her for induction to the Gold Humanism Honor Society. For her Gold Humanism project, she collaborated with the school's research librarian to develop and facilitate an empathy workshop that was well received by her classmates. She possesses the gift of presence, using her keen listening skills and storytelling to not only connect, but inspire and motivate those who surround her. There is no doubt these characteristics will serve her well
with patients, colleagues, and future students. While her future in academic medicine is bright, she might also have some potential in Hollywood after her recent stint as a contestant on Wheel of Fortune. You'll tell us how much you won. There is no doubt that Mrs. Daly would be thrilled with the selection of this year's recipient. In July, she will enter University of Pittsburgh Medical Center St. Margaret's Family Medicine Residency. I am honored to present the Mary Daly Award for Compassion to Naya Williams. Finally, we present the Joseph C. Doe Memorial Prize. This award is established in honor of Joseph Doe, class of 48, and is awarded annually to a member of the graduating class who has attained the highest average throughout all 4 years of medical school. This year's recipient of the Doe Award has achieved the highest academic standing in the class. Quiet, unassuming, and diligent, his empathetic nature and joyous spirit of generosity have left quite a mark on the Lewis Katz School of Medicine. I think he holds the record for the number of awards one person has received at this event. I promise not to embarrass him too much. This student exemplifies what is meant to be well-rounded. As was noted, he's been involved in research exploring the unmet social needs of children with epilepsy. He took advantage of opportunities to participate in the community, working with youth at our local elementary schools, and as a member of the Pediatrics Interest Group, volunteered at Shriners Hospital. He also served in our peer tutoring program as a peer academic facilitator, not only helping students with study strategies, but offering support and mentorship. He honored all of his third-year clerkships with a grace that belied his incredible work ethic. As noted by faculty, quote, "He loves his work with patients, families, colleagues, staff. He's always willing to assist with whatever needs to be done. He possesses an intuition that allows him to find a place in the room and be what the situation calls from him," unquote. It is truly a pleasure to call the student down for the presentation of his final award of the day, headed to a pediatric neurology at CHOP. Congratulations, Jonathan.
Okay, congratulations to all.
In our celebration of these wonderful accomplishments, we would like all of the award recipients to come down front for a group photo. And after the pictures have been taken, please join your family and friends in the Commons for a reception to celebrate all of your achievements. And I look forward to seeing you all at graduation tomorrow. Thank you.